if you know what this book is, and also if you have any book recommendations, I would hugely appreciate that, because I love getting book recommendations. Let's jump in. This is The Bullet That Missed by Richard Osman. So for those of you who don't know, the Thursday Murder Club are a group of people at an old people's home that group together to solve unsolved murder cases. So it's a great premise, and it just goes from there. It's amazing. Beautiful, beautiful book. Okay, let's trace. Richard Osman. We've got a cutie little fox here. Cutie little fox. And the book is The Bullet That Missed. Okay, if anyone hasn't read this, go read it. It is not the first in the series. I think it's the third. I think. They're amazing. Highly recommend. This one is signed. Okay. There we go. I have another hardback book coming up, so don't worry. I love the sound of hardback books. Unfortunately, they are expensive, so I don't always buy things hardback. Okay. So sorry. I think the next book is definitely written by someone who would be big in America too. The 4-Hour Work Week. I feel like the #1 New York Times bestseller gives it away. business to talk you through how you might do that. And I don't want to be an entrepreneur, but the reason I got this book to read is because I mentioned in my Getting to Know Me video, that I just moved away. I had to quit my jobs, and I really wanted a fresh start to see how I can best live my life and keep me the happiest for the longest. It was actually something that he said in this book, Timothy Ferris said in this book, that really inspired me to start my channel, which was basically this idea of, if you think you can do something, do it, basically. And I know it's a really simple thing, but I was like, yeah, okay, I will. And here we are. We've got someone on holiday. He loves a holiday, does Timothy Ferris. Got these palm trees. Relaxing in a hammock. The 4-hour work week. Escape the 9 to 5. Live anywhere. And join the new rich. The new rich are this group of people. How he labels people who live the life he recommends. Okay. The next book definitely is a very English thing. It's a book on Liverpool, the city I've moved to. Actually, specifically a book on culture, music. I'm a musician, so the music of Liverpool is a huge reason why we moved here. And this is just a book on all the different success stories that have come out of Liverpool. Liverpool is on the up massively, but it used to be a quite poor city. And often out of that, out of hardship, comes creativity and people thinking imaginatively and outside of the box. And some incredible people have come from Liverpool. As I'm sure you can imagine, a lot of this book is about the Beatles. finds himself involved with a detective, and him and the detective end up solving things together. So it's trying to seem like a non-fiction because he's involving himself, but it is fiction. It's a very deep sound. I might use fingertips. Oh, that's nice, the spine. Scurry, scurry, scurry. Scurry, scurry, scurry. Scurry, scurry, scurry. Scurry, scurry, scurry. Scurry. Okay, let's just trace the title. The twist of a knife. Super fast. Okay. Sorry. I forgot it was a deep sound. Really good writer. If you haven't read the Alex Rider series, I'm gonna say even if you're an adult, look him up. The next one is a weird one, like weird. I love this author, but every time I read one of his books that isn't the Captain Corelli's Mandolin, I'm like, this is so weird, but I still love it. So the author is Louis de Bernier. So this is the most recent one of his books I've read, but I'm basically trying to work my way through his whole repertoire. So I've read a few of his books so far. The next one I need to conquer is probably Birds Without Wings, but it's quite long. I quite like, I'm sure there are probably other editions, but all of his books I have in this style, and I love it, they're super colourful. So we have like this woman, we have a knife, we have a car, I mean, I've obviously read like about 45 books this year. So these books are just the most recent books I've read. I thought I would show you the book I'm reading right now. Hence it's got my bookmark in it. I must have read this book as a teenager. I think everyone was reading it at the time, and I can't remember if I read it when everyone was reading it, so I'm reading it maybe again. Who knows? Again, no idea how far this book has travelled. Let me know. This is called The Island, and it's about how a particular family in particular are associated with this island, which was basically a leper colony. It's heartbreaking and like heartwarming, and it's a really lovely, just incredible story. So yeah, it's about a leper colony, and if you have access to this book, again, read it. I'm near the end, so I feel like I can attest to it being good. It is by Victoria Hislop. I don't write my A's like this. I feel like all of the fonts on these books have had these A's. Okay. The Island. The Island. This is them travelling to the island with the leper colony on it. Sorry, that's our air freshener. I normally remove it for videos and I forgot. I'm also going to show you my bookmark. Because I love it. I got a set of bookmarks for my little brother. And one of them came wrong. So the tassel is on like the wrong side. So when I put the bookmark into the book, in order to have the tassel hanging over, it has to be the wrong way round. So I kept this one back because it's like defective, but I love it still. It is, for those of you who don't know what this is, I need you to rectify this situation. This is from a show called Schitt's Creek. You can watch the whole thing on Netflix. It was my favourite show of lockdown. I think a lot of people discovered this show in the last couple of years. And it is spectacular in every conceivable way. I have no bad words to say about it. One bad word could be that it's over, but it's almost good that it's over because they finished it at the perfect time. So appreciate